This is a circuit diagram of a Wheatstone bridge, and the unknown voltage, unknown resistance is here, Rx, and the variable resistance is this one, which is of 50 ohms. So we know from Wheatstone bridge, from the principle of Wheatstone bridge, that R1 over, in this case, the variable resistance, which is 50 ohms. So I will write R like that now. Divided by that will be equal to R3 over Rx. That's the principle of Wheatstone bridge. So Rx will be R3 over R1 times R variable here. So in this problem, the question is, if Rx is in the range of 0 to 10 ohms, what will be the value of R1 and R3 and R1, R3 here and R1 here? And if it is in the range of 0 to 100, let's say, the variable resistance, what will be the values of these two resistances? So when it's 10, 0 to 10, we are assuming that when it is, this one is 10, of course the variable resistance is also 50. So we can write like this. This is times 50. So I'm just writing the maximum value in the range. So in that case, this will be R1, R3. So we have to assume one of them. So let's say R1 is 10. So if R1 is 10 and Rx will be 10 as well, so R3 will be, Rx has to be 10. So R1 is 10. So R3 has to be, here it is 50. So this one will be, so R3 will be now 2 ohms, because this has to be 10 here. So it will be 2 ohms. So this is 5 times 2 is 10. So basically, if R1 is 2, R1 is 10 ohms, R3 will be 2 ohms. Or let's say if R1 is 100 ohms, R3 will be 20 ohms. So I will do probably with 100 ohms, because 2 is very small, 20 ohms is better. So that's for when the range is 0 to 10, the range of Rx. Now if the range of Rx is 0 to 100, so then we will have 100 here Rx, and we have, I'm not changing R1, R1 is still 100, and this is 50 here. So what will be the value of R3? If we look at R3, the value of R3 now will be 200. If we just solve this, here is R3, so the value of now R3 now will be 200, and it has to be 10 times more, because previously it was 0 to 10, so R3 was 20 ohms, now it will be 200 ohms. So basically these are the two resistances. So we can just choose resistances arbitrarily as the resistances are available, but this has to be the ratio. Basically when the range is 0 to 10, we can see that the ratio is now just 1 over 5, but when the ratio is, when the range is 0 to 100, the ratio becomes 2:1. So that's how it changes, and it's all it all comes from this formula basically. So yeah.